West, y'all.
Yeah. Junes, welcome, brother.
Yo.
Welcome to the Back of 145, man.
Hey.
Cheers.
Thanks for having me, mate.
Now, it was good. We were talking about before about the social media and these people that go in there and I don't know, they have these ideas that they can come on and say some things that I don't have to do on purpose to anger people or just getting people's feels about culture or like that Kiss the Floor dude, like he was the latest to come out with showing the rubbish around, and all that, and blaming it on the,
that was pretty sad.
Yeah, but I think it was Ave on MTR the clip. We said, yeah, but I didn't see him cleaning up any.
It's easy to say it, but if he said he was walking around ourselves, and saying, "Oh, is this all your 685?" I was like, "So why don't you record yourself picking them up, and then people actually believe you?"
But man, that just goes to show, like, I think that's what social media is for people to go on and say anything they want. And it doesn't matter to these social media platforms. See, it doesn't matter to TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram what people do on there, as long as they get the engagement from everyone else. Like, people think, oh, you're just doing it for the likes, but it's they're getting likes, but also the platform's getting the likes in the form of the data that's coming in. Because that's how they sell themselves for the advertising and all that. So it's like it's encouraged, I think.
Yeah, it is.
But no one talks about that.
No.
Everyone gets offended or react to what's been said.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, that's the thing with these big platforms. They give you the platform, and then you can say whatever you want. And then if you become like a big name, they will want you to keep going because it generates all that money to their platform. But really, everyone's hating on that person and forgetting about the actual big guys that are. Oh. Hey, bro. Hey. You know what I mean, bro?
Bro, yeah. That is English, eh? That's English thing, eh? I think it's about all those guys that go to England for OEs, hey, and come back with bruv.
Yeah. It's like when everyone leaves here to go to Oz and come back, and they're all like, talk like Aussies and 1-4.
I'm surprised you haven't talked. You never came back with a Aussie accent.
No. Stayed the same, man. Stay true to myself.
Because how long did you live over there?
18 years.
18 years. Man, that is a long time. That's a long time not to keep your New Zealand accent.
Yeah. Yeah, I had. Nah, I stayed true to myself.
So, you know how people go, like you said, and get their Australian accent and come back? How come you didn't change? Like, why do you think that?
I don't know. Maybe because I left here at 13, so I still kept the same. But like my brother and sister, they've got the Aussie slang because they moved there. They were youngers, so they've got the real Aussie slang.
But you still see some guys come over here, go over there.
Yeah,
not even a month, and they come back with the like I'm
even
that guy.
2 weeks and come back and 2 weeks. So
it must be because I have to admit I sort of did the same thing when I went to Samoa. When I went to Samoa, because all my cousins over there, they have that sort of like American kind of accent.
Yeah.
So I sort of like grouped to that.
Yeah,
so when I came here, I was doing the American. See, this guy.
So like, everyone has that one cousin that goes and like I've got a cousin that did that. Went to America with my brother for like I think 2 weeks. So like, it was comes back and it's full on American accent. It's like, hey.
Because I don't know if you follow that guy, Usgang. He does some jokes about. He does skits. He does skits about that too.
Yeah,
it's cracker, man. Like, but he does the 1 week later, come back with with the drill accent.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Drill, the Australian drill music accent.
Oh.
But you know, when you came back to New Zealand after 18 years, like drill music wasn't there yet. It wasn't there. It was just beginning. Or
Now it's just beginning. Yeah, it wasn't real big. It was big when I say a year that I came back. Then it started to. I was hearing music in out Mountie Ways
yeah,
that 1-4 was coming out, and who's the other group?
HP boys.
HP Boys.
Yeah,
Then I started hearing them. Like, bro, credit to them, man. Like, they're going hundies with, their music, and that's them. That's their generation, you know. But that's just not me. I love it, like, for them. Mean beats in it, but we're back in the 90s, man.
yeah.
Our hip hop and rap then will be. I don't think they would get into it. But it's a big change, man. Different.
Because I don't know if you remember what the music was like back in Sydney when you were there. But when I first went to Australia, I think it was 2005. I think 2000. It was during when the World Cup was there. It was when the rugby World Cup was in Australia. I reckon I remember they had the Kiwis that were over there. They missed the music from New Zealand.
Yeah.
And this was the time Scribe was just coming out.
Yes. But that's all we talked about was
Yeah.
the music here.
Yeah, that's right.
It was way like the saying was the music was better here, but the movies were better in Oz.
Oh, the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the music was another level here in New Zealand compared to Oz.
Yeah, because that was the feeling I got when I went over there the first time. Because I went over, I was in Sydney for the weekend, then we went up to Brisbane. And then my cousin's mate, he lived in Brisbane, but he was a bartender. So he took us to his work, his bars and that. But he was saying the same thing. He was saying, because he's from New Zealand too.
Yeah.
Him and his family, they moved over. And he was saying, man, we miss the music. Like, we don't get any hip hop here. Like, we have to go to a specific hip hop bar, but it's like a DJ from New Zealand.
Yeah.
So that's the only way they can hear the hip hop and stuff.
Because they're more house, eh?
Yeah.
It was mainly house.
It was mainly house back then.
Techno and that.
So this would be early 2000s, mid 2000s. But it's when I think about that, because I remember when I took Scribe on the tape, on the CD, it was that Not Mini song.
Yeah.
And they haven't had it there yet.
No.
And I was shocked. So you guys haven't heard the song yet. And I played it, and man, this is a mean song. So I thought, man, you guys are way behind.
Yeah, that's it. We were behind.
Yeah.
That was the thing. We were behind in music, but they were ahead in movies. That's what it was.
So it's flipped the script now with 1-4 and the drill music.
Yeah.
Even Leslie in Brisbane.
Right.
And all those record
Give it
labels
up to
coming
them,
out.
man.
Like-
They're ripping that in.
I mean, the music scene with the Islanders getting into hip hop and R&B and all that just exploded out of nowhere.
Hard.
So I reckon it was that generation that come up and just identifying their own music, to want to get into it.
Yeah.
Because when I think about over New Zealand, it's like a small market. You know, I think back in the days when Scribe came out, like it was all CDs and albums and that. Now it's like streaming. It's hard to make money from.
Yeah.
But I think in Australia, there's more people, there's a bigger market. So guys like Lissy, he's making some good money doing this when he's doing it, like making music, and he's got a deal with Warner Brothers, I think.
True. I just seen it. I'm doing a video clip, in Samoa.
Yeah.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah. So I was amazed at. Now I think they've overtaken us.
Yeah.
Because I think what they've done that was different to us when drill music came out. Oh, drill music started in America and then went to UK. Then
and then slowly branched out to there first.
Went to the Islanders over there. But when they came out, they kept the Australian accent and they kept their island style.
Yeah.
But using the drill style from the UK.
That's why I think, especially in the UK, they got shocked when 1-4 and that came out, because you see Islanders, but then they stuck to their own, like where they were brought up in Oz, So their accent was on, man.
Yeah,
Especially because when you listen to UK, you know straight away where they're from.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And
That's
then
right.
same thing with the Aussies for straight away. Oh yeah,
Mm.
they're the drill rappers from Oz. So they made it their own, and yeah,
Because I think that's the secret to their success. I think like being original.
Yep.
And they copy the style of music, but not the way
yeah,
they sing it or
Yeah.
do whatever. So they bring their own flavor to it,
yeah.
and just not embarrassed to use their accent.
Nah,
Not trying to be American accent like I think
Nah,
we
nah.
do.
yeah, I think, yeah, I think we do that to fit in. Eh?
But nah, they never had that problem, man. But they sound mean with their Australian accent.
Mm.
They've got their slang, and even the guys over here when they try to do the same accent.
Yeah. Oh,
Like it's just cool way. It's just
it is. It is cool. It'll be cool if New Zealand did their own, like the Kiwi accent.
because I know Decepticons came back, dropped a
Did they?
new song last week. Yeah,
True.
yeah, they got together.
With Savage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all of them. Mm. It's like a slow song. It's about people that passed away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're just reminiscing like their grandma or something like that.
Mm.
Mm. So that just came out last week. But to me, when I heard it, I was thinking, okay, that's a bit the same kind of
As-
stuff like as in the '90s,
Yeah.
like the songs that sing about someone passed away
Yeah.
or the slow jam kind of rap songs and that.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I thought, if I heard the song now, if I heard it like 20 years ago, there'll be no difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you're right.
But I don't know. I feel like New Zealand hip hop has sort of stepped back and let everyone else come up.
Mm.
And now I think we're trying to figure out what to do now, like what our style is.
Yes.
Because that 1-4 HP Boys original Australian accent style.
Yep.
That's just them. You can't mimic,
No.
unless you're from there.
Yeah. If
You
you're
know?
from if you're actually from Australia or from the area,
Mm.
then all good, go for it. But if you're from a different country, trying to do the same thing but with their accents
Mm.
or their slang,
Yeah.
it just I feel like it doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it won't.
You know?
It won't sound right. Yeah.
It won't sound right, it won't feel right.
So I feel like for us, for New Zealand hip hop, like now we're trying to find our own identity again. To find what it is that makes us different.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Because I reckon when people used to think of New Zealand rappers and that, they would always go to Scribe A
Mm.
as a, what is it? Like they will always think that's the way we rap here in New Zealand
Mm.
because of how hard his accent was on it
Yeah.
with Not Many in there.
Yeah.
But that was original because man, that went all around the world.
Mm.
But now, yeah, now we don't hear anything about it, eh? Or anyone new coming up,
Mm.
you know?
I like poetic stuff.
Oh,
Like he stays
Yeah.
true to his own what he likes.
yeah, man.
So he's more because he's got American accent, but he has American accent
Mm.
anyway.
I like Poetic, eh?
But he likes his you don't like him because his concept represents more hard.
Yeah.
Puts in the
Yeah, not just that. It's,
like the West Coast rap,
yeah,
the gangster rap sort
but
of
what
style.
he raps about is actually
Mm.
life, you know?
Mm.
The truth, and shucks, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Instead of, you know, rapping about something, but you're not even living that.
Yeah.
Like some of these rappers.
Like I see before. Like Sampak before. Sure. Yeah, man, I feel like, man, I don't mean to be sad, but man, I just feel like things, even with the commentary, like because on social media, like I skip through and there's like what do you call it, reels.
Mm.
Come across the Sky TV reel, and it's like these Balingi dudes talking about the soccer, right?
Okay.
And then like bland as like just talking with the same tone
Yeah.
and just listening to them and thinking, who wants to listen to this? Like It's
people
not,
do listen
it's
to
not
it.
even exciting.
No.
You know, it's just the one tone, monotone, and
Yeah.
you know, it's. And he's talking about stats and that, and I was like, oh, but there's no character to it. It's like a robot. If it was a robot talking, it won't be any different. You know?
Yeah.
You know. But when you look at the American stuff,
Oh,
man, they got the theatrics going.
bro. They're
They're like
another level
arguing.
way.
They're arguing.
Give it to each other hard.
Yeah. Going to put the hands
Like-
on the air.
You're talking about like Stephen A and all that.
Yeah. On ESPN, or even the other NFL shows they've got. Like, man, you can really. It's like,
They're passionate.
yeah, they're
You-
passionate,
you
and you
know,
can see it.
You see the passion in that, but
And
when
feel it.
you see people that are just reading, you know, all he's caring about is I'm getting paid, getting my paycheck after this.
Yeah, that's right.
But you don't realize you got an audience, you know, that are watching in.
Yeah.
But
And
you
I'm-
can lose that too if you're just
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm thinking, this Sky TV, man, you can't have these boring ass Balinese
Yeah.
talking about sport on Sky TV.
do that on the radio. No one can see your face.
But you know that I'm just used to watching the American stuff, you know. And when I see the New Zealand stuff, I'm like always compare it. Man, nothing comparing, man.
Nah, still.
It doesn't make me hyped up for the game,
Yeah.
but when I watch them, it makes me hyped up.
Yeah,
And that's what you want your presenters to do, I think. You know,
for sure.
like I watch In Around 360, and that sort of got the same feel, eh?
Ooh.
Because they make you angry, eh? Like Paul Kent, those guys.
I think that's why people watching because of Paul Kent too.
Yeah,
Just want to suss him, man. Like, just some of the stuff he says, man.
yeah. But
He
see,
doesn't realize.
But see, his stuff he says is not safe for people, but it's what they want.
Yeah,
'Cause otherwise, if you don't react to it, you're not gonna watch.
you're
If
right.
you're not gonna feel angry what he says, then what are they there for?
True, that's
You know,
true.
and if he says stuff, that's gonna make you more hype for your team. And I think that's what the whole thing is supposed to do. And I think that's what they get, because that's American style.
Yeah,
Like, and it's Fox Sports, same as America, Fox TV over there. So
Oh.
they got a similar. I think they got a similar blueprint of what they want to have, what kind of content they want to show on their platforms, so they can get the audience to engage.
yeah.
Because when I compare them to our rugby union show
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
JK and
Muliaina,
Mills Muliaina, I mean, it doesn't compare, because they've played it safe.
Yeah.
They don't want to go too much. They don't want to make you angry.
Yeah.
They don't want to go, you know, they're still on the level. With,
Yeah. I've seen sometimes where they try to go overboard, like step over, but then they bring themselves
Yeah.
back in.
And I feel like you can't do that. You have to.
Yeah.
I think as a presenter and what you have to do to engage the audience, you can't be safe, man. You got to say what you feel.
True.
Like, I think people want to see that on TV. But
They-
then,
They
again,
want to see it, but then they get angry depending on what is said.
yeah.
Like, but the thing is with that In Around 360, man, like, I like it. I used to watch it all the time back in Oz, but watching it now, living here, back home, like, when it comes to, say, the Kiwi boys or the Poly boys, when they do something, right, he's quick to put them down. But if any of the Aussie boys do something, he's always got a way to say it in a good way.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing that the Polys did.
Yeah.
Honestly, does my head in there when I listen to that guy.
Yeah. Sort of like same listening to Justin Marshall,
Yeah.
you know, because he's biased ass, man.
Yes.
Especially when the Crusaders are playing.
Mm.
Like, he says nothing bad about anyone Crusaders,
Yeah.
you know. And if they do one little good thing, he's like on them, like he's the man, like he should be putting that guy in the All Blacks, man.
Harder. He wants the whole Crusaders to be the starting 15. Get out of here.
And when I just can't get over when Crusaders score a try. Oh, amazing!
Yeah,
That should be the try of the whole tournament, of the whole comp, try of the year right there.
I think. Did you see that little scrap when him and Akira Ioane?
Yeah. So that came on the paper. Eh?
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
Oh, it was funny, man. I was watching the video. I was like, son.
See, if there was a show with Justin Marshall, but he's allowed to be biased. See, we make him put him on a show and be biased as he can be. But have someone on the opposite side going against what he says.
yeah.
Like have support another team, not a Crusader supporter,
Yeah, yeah.
and have them go.
Oh, they should get Moleino to do it.
Yeah,
He's the Blues. Or what's his
Chiefs.
name? Wilson. Highlanders.
Otago. So yeah, and just let them go.
Mm.
Like I think in that circumstance, you don't have to be. You can be biased
For yours.
because
Yeah, yeah.
because I think that's what the fans want. The
Yeah.
fans, like, okay, if you're on the commentary during the game, okay, there's a bit of balance.
Yeah.
You need to be neutral, right? But when you're discussing on the show,
Yeah, yeah.
I think if you allow them to
Yeah.
go for their
that
own
will-
team
Yeah.
and have that banter,
Mm-hmm.
because that's a real conversation.
Yeah, especially from ex-players.
Yeah,
They know what they're talking about. They're not reporters who have never stepped in the field, but yet they think they know all the knowledge of the game.
Mm.
That's why I laugh at people that have never stepped in the footy field or tackled or like all these journalists.
yeah,
Man, they think they're experts at how these boys should live or how they should play.
mm.
I'll listen to someone who's done it, been there and done it.
I still think you still need a journalist though to get the fans' perspective. Or you
True.
can get the because you know what's happening now. Players are retiring and doing their own podcasts.
Yeah,
You see that in America.
yeah.
Or even the active players are doing
Yep.
podcasts, like Draymond Green's podcast.
Yes,
That's a popular one there.
yeah,
Like he always talks about anything that happens during the game. He talks about it on his podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
So you get the insight.
because what's LeBron James' one is
I don't know. He had one.
is it where they're sitting on the barbers chairs?
Oh yeah. That's that's HBO one there.
Or
yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
It's not their own. I thought it was his manager's on,
Yeah, that's right.
his agent.
Comes on HBO.
Mm.
But yeah, like even what's his name? The Steelers quarterback who retired.
Oh, is it Shannon?
No.
Oh,
Roethlisberger.
no.
Roethlisberger.
Which guy is that?
He just retired from. He played Steelers last year. He was the
Oh,
old man
he's got his own podcast.
QB. Yeah, he's got his own podcast now. So I think, and even the bloke in the bar,
Yeah,
one in Australia,
Shucks.
like his one's good, eh?
Yeah. He's played for the Warriors too.
Yeah, his one's good, eh? Because
Yeah.
he gets his mates on, eh?
Yeah.
And but they love league, man, and but they get he gives the insights on what
Yeah,
goes
because
on.
that's what I mean with those guys. They know what they're talking about.
Mm.
They've done it. They've played,
Mm.
and everyone that he brings on, shucks. I remember he was who was Reagan about. That's his one. But then you got the Manly boys. What's his name? Ex-players too. They got their own clothing brand and that, and then they also got their podcast.
Oh, the white KTR.
Yeah. They get Willie Mason on as well.
Isaac John and those
Yeah,
guys. Yeah. See, that,
Those guys are good too.
yeah. Because I think in Australia, I think a lot of people want that. Eh? A lot of people need that. It's a big market, and I think in terms of like the podcast, it's a bigger market than here
Yeah.
because a lot of people get into it. And,
Yeah.
and make money from it. No?
I know. Because a lot of people listen to the radio, but they're listening to podcasts. Like, especially Joe Rogan that is on. It's
Yeah.
massive. Yeah, a lot of people just listen to podcasts like most of the time now.
Yeah. It's funny because when I look at our one, like we're on YouTube and audio, but there's like a balance. There's like a even balance between who watches, but people prefer watching. People prefer. I haven't heard anyone. I haven't talked to anyone that said they've listened to the podcast.
Oh,
but
yeah.
they watched it on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
But that's something I kind of understand because these podcasts go for 2 hours, 3 hours, and like, have you got time to sit down and watch, But if you're on audio, if you put it in your ear,
Yeah, you listen to the whole thing.
you can do anything.
Yeah.
You can drive, listen. You can do other stuff and listen to. So it's a funny thing for me to just understand and have a look, see who's doing what.
Yeah.
is other people watching, other people listening? How are people listening? I think you gotta know all these things, you know. But then I just put them up everywhere anyway. So it's funny because I think the more people get creative with the video side of things, because man, there's some amazing like intros and music and the way the cameras go in the studio and all that on the studio they use. But because I think in Australia they've got all these podcast studios that you can hire, eh?
Yeah.
And it's
I seen like what's his name, Tai Tuvasa. Him and his boys, they've opened up the warehouse where I think it's called 27, where anyone in the community can come together and use it as a platform. Whether you want to do podcasts, like there's different rooms if you want to get into that pathway.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool, man. Because I was like, to have him give back to his community, where he was brought up, and to help people succeed, because you know he knows the struggle back in the hood, and for them to do that, man, shucks, that's a amazing thing, to give back.
Yeah.
So like, there's heaps of stuff in there. But look, if you look into it, it's 27, I think.
He's the guy that he's born there, or was he born here?
No, I think he was born in Oz.
Oh yeah. So he's based in Sydney. Oh yeah.
Based in Mount George.
Oh yeah. So when you were there, where was your area? Where did you stay?
So we moved over. We stayed at Tregear in Mountie. Stayed there with my uncles for a couple of years, and then we moved out to Penrith.
Oh yeah. Hey.
Yeah, to the roof.
Were you still a Warriors fan back then?
Warriors, yeah, always. But you know, when you lived there, you got a second team.
Yeah.
So their second team was, Penrith.
So you actually came out through the Penrith, the areas where they have the clubs on.
Yeah.
So you played for the club, same as one of the. Same.
So we were in the Penrith district. So played for St. Mary's Leagues. So man, mean comp there, man. Honestly, one of the toughest comps there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. And the best juniors, they will be developed in that district. Like I know you got like eastern suburbs, like the Roosters and all that.
Yeah.
Balmain with Tigers, but Penrith, man, we were like one of the most strongest juniors coming up. Because I remember when my AJ, when the 20s came in. They came in just after us, see, well, certainly, man. But back then, before that, where we had all the gun players in. And that's when Michael Jennings, they were like, he was a year below us.
Yeah.
So he came from St. Mary's as well.
Oh, yeah.
But he was an animal, man. He was on another level. We always used to bring him up to play. Helped us win our grand final as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I knew he was going to be something special, bro.
So how's the system work with all the clubs in Australia? Like, in the New South Wales comp, you've got the districts like Parramatta and Penrith. And within these districts, you've got different clubs.
Yeah.
And then you guys all play for a championship of that district.
Yeah,
district.
For each district.
And then there's a tournament for the champs of
and
each
then
district.
The winner of the Penrith district will play the winner of the Parramatta district.
Oh.
And then, like...
So it doesn't connect to all the other New South Wales?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
No. It was mainly us in Para back in the day. Like, we would always go at it. But, yeah, man, just the talent at that time in our district, another level, man. So some of the boys branched off, like made it into NRL.
Yeah.
And then some of the boys went to the Super League.
Oh, yeah. And straight from club.
Yeah. Made it from there. But man, yeah.
Any big names in your team when you're coming up?
Oh shucks, there was a lot. Like Michael was one of them. He made it up there to Penrith. A lot of them made it, but had like a short career there, and then they will move somewhere else. So Jeff Daniela was another one. Made Penrith, then he went to Tigers. Jared Zammit, he was one of the key gun players in our district at that time. Played for Penrith as well. Then he's in, I think he's in France now. He's been playing in Super League 2. Who else? You know Vabe, Sasai Vabe? Played for Parramatta. He played for Para, Manly. There was a lot of boys too, eh? Masara Yosefa. Yeah. But I know a lot of boys that could have made it, eh? Made it big time. But just just the system when all the 20s came in, eh? It's like if they did it a year before, shucks, man, there would have been heaps of gun players coming out that time, man.
So do you think there was like a bottleneck of players then? Like, too many good players, there's no way for them to go.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah.
But I miss those days, man. Shucks.
Oi.
Playing in those comps, man.
So what was it like? What was one of your fondest memories?
Winning the grand final as captain, eh?
What year was that?
Shucks. Not very forgot. Must be 08. But we had Michael come up because one of our wingers was injured, so we brought him up to play, and I think he scored 2 tries for us, eh?
Oh yeah.
I think I scored 1 too. Shucks, and that was like my highlight.
Yeah.
As captain, lifting up that shield there, I was like, sick.
And then you guys played Parramatta, the champs of Parramatta. After that, did you win that game? You guys win that game?
Oh no. That's a for Rips.
Oh.
But this was our district.
Yeah.
To win the Penrith district. That was 6 years.
I wonder if that's why Phil Guild came down, eh? Because he knew about the bottleneck. He knew there was heaps of talent.
Yeah, because
and Penrith had to
everyone was leaving here to go to Oz.
Oh yeah.
Like, I swear, Warriors would have had a gun team.
Oh, so how many guys from here came over?
Heaps, man. Like everyone that you see
to your district, like.
Oh, not to our district. I mean, when we got older, then we're seeing like young juniors coming through. But then instead of the Warriors keeping them, Melbourne Storm take them.
Yeah.
The Roosters, and then they become guns when they could have been there at the Warriors, but I think it's just different developments, eh? Because like here in Melbourne Storm and their system is on another level, man. It's good to be in their system.
Yeah, it's always been the case with Melbourne Storm, mate. Like, that's what everyone says, eh?
They're well known for.
Even Kurt, he says it too. And like you go in and just can't help but get involved with the culture.
Yeah.
And you just play real good, eh? It's kind of like going to the bloody Crusaders and going in their culture.
Hard out.
And winning, But
oh no, we're Blues. I was gonna say you're not Crusaders, what?
But that's the same sort of thing, eh? The same aura that Melbourne Storm has. I don't know what is it about the culture? How do you get that culture? Is it the coach or is it the organization? Or is it just the fact that Melbourne is isolated? The only league team in Victoria.
No. I think it starts from the coach and his coaching staff. I think he builds something and then he sticks with it. And then every year, because you can see him, man. Every player that hasn't had a good career, but then Melbourne has taken them, then they just become a different player, type of player. Their level just steps up big time. Everyone that's gone there, like players that like Adoka when he was at Tigers, like he was a gun player then, but he was always getting into trouble. But as soon as he went to Melbourne, bro, look at him now. It doesn't matter where he goes. they've laid that platform to him
Mm.
and that structure, and he's taken it to everywhere he's gone now. So look at him are going to do good things for the Dogs.
Yeah, you will. I was kind of disappointed that the fella didn't pick him for
Certainly.
New South
I
Wales.
didn't understand it, man.
Like at least the second game or the third
Yeah.
game. Like okay, you didn't pick him for the first game. Cool. Like
Yeah.
Let him show you what he can do during the season. Like in
Yeah, but
between.
then he carved up
he carved up
those
man.
weeks
Yeah.
before the second game.
He carved up.
That's why I
man.
didn't understand. And then he picked Daniel Tupou. I was like, hey. So,
But then he carved up at the World Cup,
yeah.
and so that's when you know, man, now you made the wrong decision. Should've-
Oh, yeah. He just shut Fiddler up in.
yeah. So
Yeah, I see
hopefully he
that.
can make it next year.
For sure. If he doesn't,
Something's wrong. Eh?
something is wrong.
Some personal.
Yeah, must be. You have to pick him. Especially coming off that World Cup campaign, man. Like,
Yeah. Especially how we lost. Sam Roger.
oh, we're talking about the World Cup. yeah, the origin.
I had hopes for Toa Samoa
Mm.
doing something to Kangaroos because what made me hopeful was the way the Kiwis handled
Yes.
Kangaroos. Their loss against the
Yeah,
Kangaroos.
that was their loss, man.
Yeah.
They had it, but their second half, they just
Yeah.
brought them back in, eh?
In the last 10 minutes, they just gave up.
Yeah.
I think that Cameron Murray try,
Ah.
that one that broke their hearts, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they just gave up after that. But that just showed me that Australia could be beat, you know?
Yeah.
They
Well,
could have.
Bro, like they
They had the
lost
momentum
to
in the first
Tonga
half.
the last World Cup.
Hmm.
Was it the last World Cup or was it just the one of those
One of those tests.
test games?
Yeah. Mm.
Nah, but I'm happy as proud of the boys there. Toa Samoa.
Yeah, man. Even when no matter what Christopher says, you know,
Yeah.
still proud because
You have to be, man. Like,
the hype's still around. You still see some flags going on
Yeah.
on the street and that. I know the team's gone to Samoa.
yeah, I heard they're going on the 27th
Oh.
after Christmas.
They did one in Brisbane. They did the parade.
Yeah. And there was a big one in Mountie, down at William Reserve.
That's when they first came up.
Yeah, that was a big one. Some of the boys organised that,
Yeah.
so that was pretty cool.
But they're gonna miss Auckland. I heard.
Oh, did they? I thought they were coming, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But I saw something on social media said that they're gonna miss Auckland. Go to
Maybe
Samoa.
because some of the boys have to get back to pre-season, eh?
Oh, true. Yeah, because Turbo's injured again.
Yeah, I just
It was
seen that
hamstring.
before he came.
Hamstring.
Like, oh, that's a big loss.
Mr. Glass right there. Eh?
I don't. Bro.
But then it's hamstring, right? So it must be a bad one, eh?
Yeah, because wasn't that the one he was
Was
out
it?
for, or was it?
That was
like
his shoulder,
a shoulder?
dislocated shoulder.
Damn, that would have been hard. And then now his,
Yeah.
well, was it his knee or
Not
calf?
just said the hamstring.
Just a hemi.
Yeah.
Should be alright then.
That's what I thought. But it must be something worse.
Mm.
But he's gonna get scans and that. But oh fuck, just can't.
Yeah, I seen the headlines today. I was like, oh, I was thinking of you straight away. Like, oh, sorry, else.
Because you know he was out most of this year.
Yeah.
And we didn't do shit this year.
Yeah.
You know.
Nah, but when he was playing,
Mm.
shucks, man, you guys were on fire, man. You can
Yeah.
see the difference
Yeah.
when he's not on the field.
Mm.
You guys tried your best, but
I just hope he can come through and recover. Even if he comes back midway, I'll be happy. You know, we can catch up.
yeah,
We can catch up and try and make top 8.
yeah, because you guys still keep a lot of your players there.
So only Kieran Foran's gone.
Yeah. Anyone else? I know Martin Tapau was a bit
Oh, he's
still looking
iffy,
for
yeah.
another club, or if Manly wants him, eh?
Well, he has been given offers. But
Yeah.
I think there's some contract thing he can't go yet
Oh,
or something.
I just thought he there's 5 clubs after him,
Mm.
but
Yeah, that's
it's the money. They don't know how much they can offer him.
Yeah, that's right.
Because
salary
he'll
cap.
be worth heaps still,
Mm.
unless he just takes a pay cut. I'll take him. Heard rumors that the Warriors were after him.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Come back home.
but I just don't know how much they will offer him.
Mm. They must have a big party. Because they've got the guy from Canberra Raiders, the fullback.
Yeah, chance.
Yeah. He's
So-
alright, eh?
But I always rated him when he was at the Warriors.
Yeah.
When they let him go, I was
Uh-huh.
like, bro, there's another one gone. And then he went to the Canberra Raiders and made the grand final. But then they lost.
He's a solid player.
He is.
He's solid. I think they let him go to get some experience and then come back. Like, he's gone better, eh?
He is. He's gone
Like,
better.
gone into the Australian
Mm.
system. Because that's been the thing over the years.
Yeah.
Like, remember when Nigel Vangana went
Yeah.
and he
He-
became the man at the Bulldogs?
Became one of the best centers in
Yeah.
the game, man.
Yeah.
He was at the Warriors. Like, he was killing it. But,
But he's playing wing at the Warriors.
oh, yeah. But then he took it to another level when he went to Oz.
Mm. So it must be the system, the training.
Mm. I think training over there is next level, man. Like they're just fitness wise,
Mm.
fitness, and then your structure plays. It's different. I think it's different to here. I think here is more.
Because how serious was it playing for club?
Serious.
More serious than playing for club here? Because you play rugby in Christchurch now,
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah.
It's more serious than that, eh?
Yeah. Way serious.
Mm.
Yeah, I just play for fun in Christchurch now. But it's all good. I miss league.
Mm.
Every time I play rugby, I'm like, I'd rather play league.
Yeah. So at the club, like, what was the season like? Like the trainings and
For
playing club in Australia.
and bro, training was on, man. Like, it was real professional way. Even though it was just your club footy,
Mm.
just the structures, it was on, man. Like I never experienced that, especially when you train in the heat.
Mm.
But and then when you actually play on the field, everything that that you train for just plays out in the field. But I remember when Tony Pulatua came and trained with us, and he was smash us in fitness, and then he would chuck us straight into ball work. And that was pretty cool because he said, in the games you'll be fatigued, and it's those times that counts
Oh yeah.
because your brain's dead, like
Yeah.
you're too tired, you don't want to move, but that's when it counts.
Yeah.
So it was learning that off him when he was still playing topside.
Mm.
That was me.
Because you have to experience what it's like in the game time and practice, eh?
Yeah,
So you get used to it.
yeah,
So in
yeah,
the game, and it's I did this in training. Like
Mm.
I know what it feels like.
yeah, man. So you learn those ones where when you're really stuffed, and then when you actually put it into the game where it actually counts, bro. What is it? What was I gonna say? It will pay off. It will pay
Mm.
off. Then you remember back when you actually did it. Shucks, I thought it was all caca,
Yeah.
but no, it actually works.
Yeah. Sharks. So there's club, and then because I heard like, the main Penrith Panthers club,
Mm.
because that's like a big community.
Yeah,
Thing,
yeah.
eh? Like they have a casino there and stuff like that. Is that right?
There what?
Like a casino,
Oh yeah. Within the
Restaurants.
club. Yeah.
and the community just comes and
Mm.
watch the game there and all that.
Yeah.
See, that's cool. Eh? That's something we don't have here.
Nah, it's because
Rarely.
you only got one New Zealand team. Or are you just talking about just the community wise?
Yeah, just community.
Oh yeah.
Especially
True.
with, because at St. Mary's, does the club do that to the community as well?
Yeah,
They have-
because we're St. Mary's, because St. Mary's is one of the richest clubs in the district.
Oh,
So we have our own stadium, like a full-on grandstand and everything, eh?
yeah.
So it's almost not like the grandstands for Penrith and that, but bro, we're up there, man. St. Mary's is up there.
And the club rooms are there, like
Yep.
the bar and
Professional, everything. Bar upstairs
yeah.
where like you like sit in the box and watch the games.
Mm. Oh, sure.
Yeah, next level, those guys.
Mm. And does the community anything facilities for the community to come and get entertained in that?
Yeah.
Oh, as well.
There'll be stuff there too.
Mm. Just like going to Parent Pampers
Yeah.
club rooms there. Like
Yeah, but just on a smaller scale.
small scale than that.
Yeah.
See, that's good, eh? That's because what that does, that brings the community in.
Yep.
And to enjoy a sociable place, and you support the same team. So you have the big screen TV.
Yeah.
You come and have a few
Had it.
beers, play some games, and
Yeah,
watch
because after you watch the games, you can just go to the big club,
it.
on like the actual club, where you can go have the restaurants, play pokies, or
Yeah.
the bar. And yeah, man, they just keep adding on to that club.
Mm.
Like now they got their own hotel right next door. Sick years,
Oh, true.
yeah. I was shocked when I went back to visit family in there,
Yeah.
and I was like, shucks.
Club just upgraded.
Upgrade when I left, eh?
But what that does, that builds that kind of sports culture.
Yeah.
With fans,
Mm.
because they need to identify with their team, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So if they got a place they can all go to, converge and socialize and have fun and
For
eat,
sure.
have some food, eat, drink, and watch the games. Bring your uniform,
Yeah.
like come in the gears.
Yeah, because you're representing the club.
Yeah. Then you go to Penrith and wear your Penrith gears and go and do the same thing, but the bigger scale with everybody,
Yeah. That's
everybody. And then let's just build the fans just get all passionate about the team, you know, because they've got a belonging to something.
Yeah.
There's a place for them.
true. Mm-hmm.
Like imagine if Eden Park had that for the Blues, and all the people invited, you know, like everyone can go watch the Blues in the stands, but then you can go on the side and watch the massive green TV and
Yeah.
have a barbecue outside or something like that, you know.
Yeah. Like I hear that with 'cause my mate at work, old fella,
Mm.
South African. He said that, bro, all the games in rugby for South Africa, before you go into the games, like people are doing barbecues,
Yeah.
like doing their what's it called? Is it braai?
Yeah, right outside.
Yeah, braai outside, drinking, go watch the game, come back out, braai again, drink to the. Either you sleep there or
Yeah.
go home. I was like, see, that's cool.
Mm.
Like everyone gets into it.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's what we need. Yeah.
Yeah, I think because we can't rely on funding all
Yeah.
the time. Mate. I think if people are passionate about their team, they'll spend their money, man.
Yeah.
You know, you just got an opportunity for them to do that.
Yeah.
Like I spoke about this before. Like Stan Rodgers comes around, you see everybody turns into the team they support. They buy the gears,
Yeah.
and all the banter on social media, and all the friends, enemies, you know. And then during that time, there's that one time the Islanders that live here, you know, buy all the gears and watch the game and all passionate. And then when it's finished, it's all back to normal.
Yeah.
Like, everything goes. But that moment should be it for everything.
All the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
That
That's
same
how
energy.
America
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. The energy.
It's
Yeah.
always all the time. It's like when I went to Melbourne, and I was asking people, like the locals, when is the Melbourne Storm playing? And even some of them were like, "Who's that?" Because they're more into
AFL.
AFL. I was like, "What do you mean? Who's that?" They go, "Is that Collingwood or?" Hey, Melbourne Storm Rugby League. They go, and I was like, "Wow, that's pretty." Like, and that's when Melbourne was winning everything,
Oh yeah.
and still people didn't know about them.
Oh shit. I think it's like if the Wellington Phoenix was winning, we didn't know.
The soccer team, me.
Oh, now see, at least we know there's a soccer team.
Yeah,
But man, you know your time in Australia, man. Like, I know you played league there and you're into the in and around. Like, just how did you feel about what was like the sport? Was that, you know what I described the sports culture over there?
yeah.
Like, how big is it there?
You mean watching the games?
Or just
The
feeling it when you watch the games with the people around you and
big.
your friends and the community and
To me, I think league was bigger than union, but Union was still there, but I thought League was bigger. But Union was bigger here
Yeah.
because that's when the All Blacks was on that winning streak game. But yeah, once I think League, the atmosphere was on a different level in Sydney.
Yeah.
Sydney and Queensland. Shucks, like especially when you get to an Origin game,
Oh yeah.
Brr.
Should be you interview it.
Yeah. That's
And-
another
and
level
Zed-
for me, man. I experienced that.
So we were in the blue week.
The winks. So like, I lost my voice there. Couldn't just yelling, man. I think we lost that time. But just seeing people getting into it,
Yeah.
I was like, man, that's what you need, man.
Because you would have been going when we were losing like 8 in a row.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah.
Fuck.
That was crazy, man. Especially when the English should have played for New South Wales. Those ones. Ain't a Queenslander.
Did you ever go to Origin in Suncorp?
Nah, just Sydney.
In Z? What was that like? Like with the Queenslanders that show up there, like
Oh,
everyone giving them
just loud, man.
shit.
Honestly, like your scream's not even doing anything. But afterwards, just giving it to each other
Yeah.
on the trains, like jam packed. So just the banter, it's good. Everyone knows it's for fun, but yeah, you go hundies. But then you hear New Zealand go hundies, like over Origin.
Yeah. We do, We do, and it's just like that. And when I talked about sports culture, like when Stay Origin comes around here, that's the culture I'm talking about. How you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
How people are passionate about it. People are talking about it. You see it on social media.
Yeah.
See all the posts come up.
Yeah.
It's a nice blue day today or something like that.
True.
And all putting the posters up of the Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
All that
that's
kind of
nice.
stuff. Like, you can't help but get into it because everyone else is, But when it's finished, that's it. Until next year.
Yeah. It just drops. And then
Yeah.
everyone brings back those clothes again.
Even when All Blacks are playing, it's not even that big. It's not,
Nah.
you don't really see it on social media much. Like, it's not as big as when Origin comes around.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you think that is?
I think it's the way because how Australia sort of nurtures that culture,
Right.
sports culture. I think they do it with how they do the club system and how they bring get the community involved with their facilities. Because if you think about it here, we don't have that.
No.
Like only people that go to Waitemata Rugby Club is only the people that play for Waitemata.
Yeah.
And the families. They go and have
But
a drink at the bar.
not everyone that
Not everyone in the community.
Yeah.
Because
come support their club.
Yeah. Because there's no attraction to do that unless you're part of it in some way, directly and part of it.
Is it
part of it.
because some of the clubs here are still, like, I find it hard that some of the big clubs here are still like looking for sponsors to get payments, I'm like, but when you're back in Oz, all that's been taken care of because the organizations are massive and
the money is flowing through the community.
money
because of the facilities they have.
yeah because if
I
they
don't-
didn't have money, they wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, that's right. And I think there's rules around these clubs here in New Zealand that they can't do that.
True.
I think, otherwise, I think they would. I think they would.
Because I reckon if they did, you'll see the development in every club. Like, well, I reckon they'll go next level. That's why I wished Phil Good was still here. Because I reckon he would have changed that whole system, like for junior-wise, coming into the system for the Warriors.
Yeah. But then if there's something like, if there's rules around, like, if there's rules around what you have to do if you want to bring the community in, if you want to involve the community, there might be rules around that things you can't do, that Australia can do.
Yeah.
It will stop us from doing that.
See, that's a sad thing.
See, that might be the case. Like, otherwise you'll see clubs of Same thing in Australia with restaurants, bars, and poker machines, or casinos and that
Yeah.
in the club. So
True.
because
Because that brings the community in as well
yeah, it does. It does.
to use the facility,
Yeah.
and then not just that, but then they see the bigger picture was they got a league team,
Yeah, they're gonna lead team. Yeah, that's right.
then support that.
Yeah, yeah. Because it is a league club.
Mm.
They're going to.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. See, that's what England does, eh?
Yep, that's what England does.
That's why they're so. They're England's a different level, like atmosphere for the crowd.
Mm.
Like they get into it, especially if they're bars and that. Like they sing at their games.
Yeah.
They chant it's like every player has their own chant.
Yep.
From the crowd. So that's if the communities here were like that, I reckon it would draw more people to come in.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it definitely will. You know, when I look at the states, when I look at America, how they do it, they probably don't need to have clubs with bars and stuff like that because it's already available anywhere. But I think what they do in America is they do it from school levels. Because if you think about high school sports in America, and then college sports in America, you see how big that is.
Yeah, it's almost the same as the NFL.
Yeah, or it might be even bigger. But I think because they've made that happen with making students loyal to their school.
Yeah,
That's where it starts from. You know how, like you went to Caston, eh?
yeah, only for a year there.
For a year.
Yeah,
But you know how everyone comes from Caston and they're loyal to the school?
yeah.
There's KOB and there's that connection. It's like a brotherhood. It's that, like, even when you finish school, you still have that brotherhood of Caston and you always go back. Yeah. It's whatever that is.
Yeah,
Whatever that is, America does it like 10 times that in all their schools.
yeah,
Because it makes people connect back to the school. And what their school is, there's a basketball team, there's a football team, there's a mascot. Like,
yeah. Even the band,
even
like
the band, cheerleaders, like it's all that you can identify with. So they're trying to they nurture that sort of culture
from high school and that.
Yeah, from high school, but it's not the sport itself. It's
the,
how you connect.
Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah.
They nurture that connection.
Yeah,
That connection is important. So when whatever they do, the school does, you're gonna support.
Yeah,
because you love the school, because you're from there.
Everyone comes in.
It's a brotherhood, it's a sisterhood. Yeah. So whatever school team they have, you're gonna connect to that team, even if you're not even a basketball fan. Or
but because you're representing them.
The school, yeah, that's right.
The school,
yeah.
Like you wear your colors.
Yeah, you wear your colors. Yeah,
because I see that, like all the schools in uni and that, but over there, they get into it.
Yeah, I know.
Like with a passion, man.
But they nurture it. They have all these traditions.
Yes.
And they're not scared to have it.
Yeah.
Like stupid traditions, but it's if it makes people do it all together, part of that school, then they will do it because they know it's gonna last till they're old.
Yeah. And it's been going for ages.
Yeah, it's been going for ages. So that's where I think that it's all about that connection, I think. Because it's just like when Stella Roger comes around, we're connected to New South Wales, we're connected to Queensland.
Yeah.
It's not the team itself, but it's that connection.
Yes.
It's whatever that is. Why we support New South Wales.
Yeah.
We're not even born over there.
Yeah.
We're not even from New South Wales.
Yeah.
You know? But it's just the blue jersey.
Yes.
It's just the team. You know? That's what we...
Yeah. Because I know what you mean. Because a lot of people... like a lot of people in Oz go, "Hey, what do you guys support? You guys aren't even from here." Heaps of the Kiwis that represent Queensland.
Yeah.
And they're like, 8 in a row. I'm like, bro, you haven't even been to Queensland. Because, Queenslander.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
it's I know what you mean. Like, they've found something within that, and they've drawn themselves to the, like, say, the colors and represent. And that's what, America does it real good, eh?
America does it real good.
Yeah.
It starts at the schools. And then when you finish school, you're still connected to school, right?
Yeah. You're
but
always...
whatever city you grew up in, then you need something else. So, I'll support my city's sport team.
Yeah.
They got a basketball team. I'll support them. They got a football team. I'll support them. And I'm going to be hard out, handy, like I'm at college.
Yes.
Handy for
them.
for my city.
Yeah.
And then what
taking that same culture on to
Yeah.
the next city.
Because
you're with.
they're just used to it.
Yeah,
Because they're all of a sudden they love sports.
yeah. Even if they don't understand it.
Yeah. But they're into it.
Mm.
But it's that growing up with it, that whatever connection that was, just leads on to the other. America's good at knowing this and making money from it.
Yeah,
Because what happens is that America understands that these people are going to spend money.
yeah.
So
That's true. Man, it's crazy money, eh?
it's crazy money,
Like
man.
their merch.
Yeah, they're rich.
And people, I swear, I know some people will be broke from it, but they still go, they still buy it, eh?
Even the
if you're broke.
trading cards,
Yeah.
things like that.
Oh, it's crazy.
They make a big industry out of it, right? And it's all to do with how they feel, but they've nurtured that all through their lives.
Yeah.
And that's why you see the big stadiums with packed. That's why I see every bar in
Yeah,
America packed full of the fans watching the game. Because and that benefits the bar owners. Like you imagine, because I was thinking if we had a similar sports culture, you'll see heaps of sports bars because it'll be packed with people watching the game
Yeah.
wearing the uniform.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, but what good is that if there's no one into sports?
Yeah.
And then there's
No
you
one will
won't
turn
have
up.
you won't have any bars with sports. But because of that, because no one's into sports, because we don't nurture it,
Yeah.
we don't have that kind of market.
You're right. I think that's why the NRL is trying to take the game to America, rugby league, because they know how big the market is over there.
Yeah.
And if they take over, not take over league, but get involved and say bring in a team, imagine the game going over there, and then they create look at their sevens, where they had sprinters jumping in.
Yeah.
They started killing it.
The only problem I have with that is America, NFL is so powerful, they don't want to lose anybody to these sports.
True.
Because if you think about the sevens team, these are guys that didn't make the NFL.
Yeah.
Or if you look at the rugby team or the rugby league team, the USA one,
Yeah.
these are guys that never
They
made it.
never. Yeah. And they got a chance into here.
Yeah, into here, yeah. So I think it's good coming down, but I don't think if it goes the other way,
Yeah.
if NFL players start leaving to play rugby, then NFL's going, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah. They were trying to tear it down, eh? Because
Yeah,
NFL is a freaking $1 billion industry, man.
but I think you're going to get more money than NFL anyway.
True.
That's why all these Australian league players want to go,
Yeah.
like Jared Hayne and
Like what's his name?
Valentine Holmes and
The one that plays for the Eagles.
Jordan Mailata.
Yeah. Is he still at the Eagles or?
Yeah,
He's an animal. Eh?
but man, he's making millions, man, just doing one thing,
Yeah.
one job. And that's the funny thing about NFL. Like, imagine if you're the kicker, and that's the only job.
And you still get money, eh? Like crazy money. There was talks about Matt Burton
Yeah.
getting asked to
Oh,
go
yeah. Oh yeah, because they wanted them.
just
Man.
to kick.
Yeah.
Imagine that. But he said, nah. He's still young. He's happy with what he's doing now.
what he's playing, yeah. But man, I don't know. See, with Jordan Mailata, he's playing in the defense, right? All he's doing is blocking, and
Yeah.
that's it for the whole season. Like, how boring is that? You think?
Yeah. But if he sees that money coming in, so
If that's the only
he'll
job
be
he needs to
happy.
do,
I'll do it. Because what is he on?
millions,
Bruh.
some million. But even in the defensive team, man, I hate to. it just seems like weird just playing defense every single. Like, you can't even. Unless you do a six pick and take off with the ball, pick up the fumble and take off.
But some
Unless that
people,
happens.
yeah, they love doing that though. Some people, they know their job, eh?
Yeah. But I think, yeah, I think what NRL 360 does, that's the same sort of thing. What they do, what makes people passionate as well. Whatever controversial thing Paul Kent says, the amount of times he angers people, it's a good thing for the sport.
For the sport, because he's drawing people in.
Yeah,
Smart. I know it's smart, but you, your feelings are hurt at the same time. You're like, then you get angry, and then you're like, you know what he's doing.
But if you think about what the American sports people do, it's the same thing, eh? Like Stephen A. and
Yeah.
they're not normal, eh? They're not boring to watch.
No.
You know,
Never.
they know the camera's on them. They have to be this kind of character, eh?
Yeah.
Especially Stephen A. Like, I love watching him, man,
Yeah.
because
Bro, because he knows he's getting good money for it. Why not?
him and Shannon Sharp and
Yeah.
like I like their show, Undisputed,
Mm.
and Skip Bayless,
Yes,
because
he's onto it too.
those two are biased. But see, that's the same thing what I was saying before. See, Skip Bayless, he likes his teams.
Yeah.
And he's gonna
He was stick by them.
he'll stick by them no matter what.
Yeah.
Shannon likes his teams. He likes LeBron.
He's the same. Yeah,
And he was
biggest LeBron.
big LeBron fan.
Mm.
He stick up for them and they banter.
Yeah,
And that's what we like seeing there.
yeah. People draw into that.
Yeah. That's what I said. We need Justin Marshall and someone else
Yeah,
for them to go back and forth. Because even though Justin Marshall pisses me off big time when I listen to him, like, I can't stand him.
mm.
You know, but that is the thing that, you know, like you said, draws,
Yeah,
gets you mad and
yeah. It gets people's attention.
yeah,
And then
hits you in the feels.
the more attention you put into it, like the more people watch.
And the more you want that team to lose.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Because then you want to give it back to you just to know. You're
yeah.
like,
Yeah, so all that helps. I think you know, if I had to do something in my life before I die, is to like change the sporting culture in New Zealand, you know,
hey,
because I have this vision, like the way our friends talk when we talk about sports, especially in and out, because a lot of people will support different teams, especially in and out way.
yeah.
It's that banter that needs to be out there in the open, so other people can listen to it and think, yeah, that's my team he's talking about, and get a little bit of some more passion.
Yeah.
Build passion through that, you know? Because it's that, you know how we talked about that connection people have. It's how to build that connection.
The shirt, like say for example, the Warriors,
Well, the Warriors have the fans.
yes,
You know, the Warriors fans, they're like American fans
they are.
for
Do
their
it.
teams.
Like, you mean like do or die fans, or
Well, I think if you're a Warriors fan, you are a do or die Warriors
yeah,
fan. Because I think when they lose, they are pissed off.
yeah.
But they're still passionate.
They still
Yeah.
That's it. Because you get the ones where they're real passionate for the Warriors, but as soon as they lose, that's, you know, the real hearty ones, they know they'll get pissed off, but then they'll, no matter what, brothers will support you. Still there for you, day oneers.
Yeah.
But then you get the ones where they're bandwagons, where they'll just give a rip into the Warriors, and then as soon as we start winning again, they're back onto it again. That's what I mean. For me as a Warriors fan,
Must be hardy.
hey,
I know your wife is listening. I know it's hard.
hey, she married into it, man. She said it in her vows. She was like this year. She was like, "Oh, babe, I know I said it in my vows that I'll support the Warriors, but are we allowed to pick someone else?" I was like, "Oh, you guys can go support someone else. I'll support the Warriors by myself." She goes, "Oh, nah, we're Warriors." And then underneath was your Penrith jersey.
Oh, you got a good excuse. That's your area.
Yeah, lived in the area. That's what I said. Say, hey, we lived in the area. FTA, baby. It's crack on, man. So when people was seeing me wearing my Penrith gears, they're like, "Oh, yo, still ripping the hood, eh?" It's like, yeah. We won, guys. We won.
When you're coming back to the Warriors fans, a lot of people hate the Warriors fans, too. I think a lot of Kiwis that support other teams hate the Warriors fans. And probably the reason why they don't support the Warriors fans make it even worse.
Yeah.
But I think that's the wrong attitude, man.
It is.
It is, because what I'm trying to do is nurture that sports passion. You need that. That is a prime example of how you should act for the team you support.
Yeah, yeah,
The Warriors fans are a prime example of that.
yeah,
Now, people that shit on them for being what they are, being outspoken
yeah.
and below vale and all that, like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nah,
Because
Nah.
are you jealous that you're not passionate like that or for your team?
yeah.
Or because as far as I'm concerned, like, everyone should be like that towards the team they support.
Yeah.
Because I'm like that with the Blues.
Yeah.
Like, the Blues is my team, you know? So,
Same. Blues all day.
you know, like, I don't have a problem with that. I actually want it to be, everyone should be like that, really. Yeah, man. But have you found, like, the Warriors fans, like, you've been around? Is there a lot down in Christchurch?
Yeah. I was surprised, like, because the last game we went to was the Manly game.
Oh, that when they played them?
Yeah, Manly and the Warriors. And, bro, I was surprised that I've seen heaps of people, in their jerseys and that, like, fully supporting the Warriors. I was like, shucks. But I never see anyone walk around in their jersey. They only come out when it's an actual game. But you do see some people with the singlets and they're walking around. I was like, yo. Every time you see them, you go, yeah, boy. But I think it's more rugby in Christchurch than league. Rugby's bigger.
So you've been down there, what, 5 years now? 5 years?
Oh,
is it?
me, girls being there 5, I'll be there 4 for me. 4 years.
So what's it like being down there?
Sick years.
Yeah.
I love Christchurch now.
Yeah. Now?
Yeah.
Well, why you didn't like it before?
Oh, nah, because it was just a change, big change.
New
So-
place there.
Didn't know what to expect, but man, to be honest, I've fell in love with Christchurch, like more than Auckland, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just less busy. The roads are flat. You don't get the hills anymore. Just
Hardly
the
any
weather,
traffic, huh?
weather-wise,
Hardly any traffic, huh?
yeah, hardly in traffic. So it's beautiful over there. Yeah, so I've grown to love it over there. But that's home now. Like I still miss Oz.
Oh, yeah.
Still
yeah.
miss the life over there. All my mates and that, but Christchurch is home now.
Man, because when we came down, man, I loved the landscape, eh?
Yeah.
But that was about it. I was surprised that, when did we went down before COVID, eh?
Yes, it was.
Just before COVID, we came down and went to the town. And, man, I'm sure the earthquake was ages ago because it's still
Yeah.
not fixed, eh?
Nah, they're
Is it still like that?
still rebuilding. Like they added heaps of new stuff over there. But like, yeah, you can still see what happened with the earthquake. It's still, some stuff are still, untouched still. But they're building new stuff.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Heaps Islanders
Um,
down there?
yeah.
Is
There's
it, like,
heaps,
community?
but not in my area where I'm at. It's mainly Balangis there. But slowly, some islanders are coming in because we're just becoming a bigger community now.
Yeah.
So now people are coming in to buy houses. So there's heaps of some islanders coming in. But
And what rugby club are you playing for down
Rolleston,
there?
yeah, it's just a local club just around the corner from home. Yeah, Seki club.
Yeah.
Still, I think, like still a small club in that, but yeah, good bunch of boys there to play with.
What made you decide to go play rugby? Was there no league clubs around?
No, there was league, but it was just because of shift work.
Oh, yeah.
I can't make trainings all the time.
Yeah.
So my mate was saying, "Hey, just come down to this team. They say that it's all good if you can't make it all the time." So
Yeah.
I just went just to get into it, because I kind of had itchy feet watching, but
Yeah.
I didn't care what it was. So yeah, just got into it and it was good. It was good, but different. Like
Just more relaxed.
Yeah,
Uh,
but different. I just miss the contact with league. Then rugby is more just continuous until
Because what were you playing?
position.
Mm.
Oh, bro. So I jumped in scrum half. I was playing scrum half 10 and 13. Because it was only the second team.
Yeah.
Because I can't make trainings in it. But I was like, certainly. Not a back anymore, man. He was trying to get me to play hooker. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Gotta throw in lineouts.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I miss league.
Mm.
I prefer league.
So back in Australia, like with the, how does league work with the schools versus the club? Like, what's the pathway for kids? Is it just all club all the way, and no school?
Nah, I think it's changed big time since, because I went to school there too, and I think it's changed the pathways. Like you used to go, depending on what school you go to, like you got the Catholic schools where most of the boys went to, and then went on to playing rep footy, but also club footy too.
Oh, so you can go through both pathways?
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
Depending on the school, because there's a lot of Catholic schools where all boys schools where they select their players from there. But so when you make your rep team and your club team, they know what school you came from.
All right.
Like in your, but then you got other guys that come out of their club footy. They get noticed from club, then they get into reps.
So is it the situation where if you're like 16, you can play league, you either play for the school or the club?
Depending on I reckon it depends on what the club wants, because say if you're getting some clubs pay you, and say if they pay you, they will tell you
don't play for school.
yeah, because you might get injured, and then that's your pathway gone.
All right.
But like I said, like back in those days, everything changed when we finished school, and then that's when the 20s and that all came in. So everything kind of, if you look at it now, they're all looking at the kids coming from school, school and junior clubs, and it's all young boys. But when you see those young boys now, they're bloody 6 foot, 15 years old and 6 foot, massive. This is another generation, man.
I'm shocked. Because I think they're trying to figure out over here between, this is rugby union. Like there's no age group when you're in high school through club. It's all gone. It's only through school.
Yeah. There's a lot of coming straight from school, eh?
Because there's no age group in that high school level in club. It's only up. I don't know how old you are when you're Form 2, but club stops at there.
Oh,
There's nothing after that.
yeah.
So you either play for your school. That's the only way.
And to get into like the blues and that.
You come through school, and then when you finish school, you go back to the club.
Oh, okay.
But there's no age group during the club
Yeah.
or high school. You all play for the school, and that's where they get their players from for the school games.
Yeah.
Especially the 1A comp with all the top schools in that. But I think I think what they're realizing is that it's not good to get players, because if you can't make the first 15, then
what are
you gonna do?
Yeah, true.
So you need these guys that can't make, but they might be good. They need to play, and no one's gonna choose anyone from second 15.
Yeah, but then there's some guys that couldn't even make the first 15, but now they I think they went elsewhere, and now they're playing Super Rugby.
Yeah.
But they've been looked at, was never looked at, because there's always a guy with them.
Well, they need to pay for a club, and I think you can't do that until you finish school. Then you go back to the club.
Oh, okay.
And play through club. I think that's how it goes.
Is that how's the club footy here for rugby? Is it big?
Well, since Sky TV had the rights to film the 1A comp,
Yeah.
like they've taken away now. So next year they won't do it.
Oh, real.
Yeah. So they've taken that away.
So they're just gonna stick to is it NPC? Straight
So
from NPC.
so they'll choose their kids from 1A, or if you're good at your club, they'll choose that. But it feels like school comes first, and then club second.
Yeah, yeah,
Feels like they'll go to the schools first to pick their players.
yeah. Because I seen Carlos Spencer's son signed with the Blues, eh?
Oh, does he? Oh, gee.
And I think he signed with Sevens, New Zealand Sevens.
He must be young, eh?
Yeah, he's pretty. I've been watching his highlights. Eh? He's pretty good. He plays fullback, eh?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen him. I didn't know he had a son playing. I know he lives in Hamilton now. The family with the Hamilton. But yeah, man, it's. I don't know if the change for rugby union is to like get more boys to have game time.
Yeah.
So there's more people playing, because I think what happens is that if you don't make kids don't make the first 15, they'll just quit, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Like they'll
That's a waste, though, eh?
yeah,
Waste
they'll
of
just
talent.
quit. They'll just quit.
Or do you think some of them will go overseas? Or nah, they just quit and then
See,
look
that's
for a job?
that's an interesting one too, because a lot of countries are picking up players. They
Yeah.
need players.
Hard.
Yeah. Because just because you don't make NPC doesn't mean you can go overseas. I think a lot of guys have gone overseas through playing for club.
Yeah.
But even like second division overseas is better than
Yeah.
you make
good money, man.
Make good money.
And then you make a name for yourself and then never know.
Yeah.
You come back and then you get into the top side.
Yeah. But then at the same time, New Zealand has this thing about, they want to pick the All Blacks if you play in New Zealand.
Yeah.
You can't. Like Australia has that rule where you can play.
Get
Yeah.
to law, eh?
Yeah.
That's what. But I heard a lot of them trying to say is to scrap it, eh?
Oh yeah.
The get to law,
Yeah.
like you gotta get rid of it.
Because I've always thought that if you go overseas, the competition's not as good,
Yeah.
so your game will come down a bit. Then when you come back, you not used to the
Oh yeah.
the better quality game.
Yeah. No, but some of them go, they become better players, and then they come back.
But is it because the competition's not good, or because I know there was one guy, Jimmy Copworth. He was halfback for Wellington.
Yeah.
Then he came and played for the Blues one year at the end, like when he was getting older. Then he left, went overseas. He was the man overseas.
Did he ever come back?
Nah, I think he retired now.
Oh
But
yeah.
I remember because he was a just normal player, average player. But when he was a star when he went over.
Took it over there.
Yeah. So to me, I thought I must be competition might not be as good.
Yeah.
So guys that are brought up in New Zealand, with the skills and that,
Yeah.
go over and then
And they kill it
they
over
play
there.
mean. Yeah. Yeah, man. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the system's gonna change with the pathways. But I know I know the rugby league one is like they'll just scout from anyone there.
Yeah, I think so.
Like whoever goes, whatever the pathway is to lead to the Warriors.
They'll just go from there.
Yeah.
But I seen an article today saying that the Warriors are looking into the Māori and the Pacifica juniors and to create a pathway and to scout from them here in New Zealand to enter the Warriors. So to form a system where kids now can go to and then prepare themselves for the Warriors instead of a lot of them going straight to Oz to find a career into the NRL. And that's mainly our juniors here. And we lose heaps of talent where they could have been the next, next stepping stone for the next generation to get into the Warriors.
Because I don't think that they lost was the Toyota Cup. That was a good comp for.
Yeah.
Because the Warriors always kicked ass in that one.
Yeah, they they killed him, man. Look at the superstars that came out of that. Fuck.
But then most of them went to other clubs, eh?
Yeah,
From there.
because not everyone could make the Warriors,
Yeah.
but the ones that did.
But that's good. To me, that showed that, the Polynesian boys played for the Warriors and under 20s, eh?
Yeah.
Like, different level to those Palangis in Australia.
Yeah.
That age.
Yeah.
Because then our Polynesians mature
Yeah. Hard out. They were way better, eh?
physicality wise.
Yeah.
And all that. They're just rolling over them, eh?
Hard. Yeah, I think they should bring it back. But I doubt it. I think they're going to stick with what they got now.
So what are your thoughts on Sean Johnson? Because, man, he was... Is it too many injuries? Is why he's not performing? Or is he out of position? Or because that last year, or this year of the Warriors, of him being there, coming back from
The Sharks.
Cronulla,
Yeah.
like, he was a non-factor, eh?
Oh, not all the time.
He's not the guy who used to
He
be.
was, yeah. I think everyone that has a mean career and then they get injured, they will never be the same coming back. Look at, like, Sonny was the same. Sonny was the man until he got injured, but then he wasn't the same when he first started. But he was still winning. The thing with Sonny, he still wins, eh?
Yeah.
Even wherever he goes. Yeah, but Johnson, it's a hard one for him. Like, I support that guy,
Yeah.
Undies, man, but it's hard to see him. I think because a lot of people tore him down too much, and I think he took it in, like he took that in too much.
So do you think it's a mental thing? Then?
Yeah, I think it was a mental thing that kind of took over him, and then he couldn't really play his game because he's thinking of what people are gonna say about him.
Yeah.
But man, if he just stick to, I think with him back in the day, he was young. He could just do whatever he felt like what in front of him, and he had someone like Maloney in that to lead the team, and Johnson was just there to flow. But I don't think if I was coach, I'll put him back to 6 and let him just flow and play what's in front, and just have everyone just run holes for him all day, and then I'll find a proper halfback. I wouldn't let Johnson lead.
Yeah.
Because if he leads too much,
the mental thing comes in.
yeah, he thinks too much, and then he won't play good under pressure. But if you give him the 6 where he can just have all the time to see what's in front, he's dangerous, man. So yeah, I don't think he's a halfback. But with the team that we got now this year, with Martin, I reckon Martin can lead the team. Put him at halfback, and I'll get Johnson to float.
Martin from Broncos.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
he'll be good at leading. Look what he did at the Broncos. But he was playing fullback. He was a gun. I just hope we suss a resource. Suss that guy, bro. They never come here and just muck around and didn't want to go back home.
Well, that was the plan, wasn't it? For Broncos, that's why they let him go.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready. Knowing that he's loyal to Brisbane,
Yeah.
he'll come back one day.
That was dogs there again. Honest. Gave his debut and then make the excuse. Oh, family.
See, I'm still iffy about my teammate because now we got a Seabold and he doesn't have a good record. Like, it's like, losing Des Hasler was probably the worst
Yeah.
thing that can happen to us. Like, here's a coach he lives and breathes Manly, man.
Word.
You know?
I don't understand it. He's like a legend over there. So for them to get rid of him,
Must be something personal or something.
yeah, I think it is because there was new owners, eh?
Was there? Oh,
And
okay.
Manly,
Yeah.
you got new owners. That's why all the other owners left, and then I don't think they had that relationship.
Yeah.
But you guys got what, Flanagan
Yeah.
and anyone else and the coaching stuff?
I haven't looked. I haven't really looked. And now I know where Manasseh Final was going. Because it was, I remember, man, you know what? It's funny. Because I didn't even know about any court case or anything. All I remember was here's this new hooker.
Yeah,
Tony
yeah.
guy. And he was like,
He was good,
he
man.
was ripping up, man. I was like,
He was.
fuck, who's this guy? He's the man. And next man, I never saw him again.
Yeah.
And then, fuck, who's that Final guy? Is he injured? And then that was it. Until probably 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I read in the
court case. He's
read in the
jail.
paper. That's sad, eh?
Yeah, it is. But
Ah.
did he kill the guy?
Nah.
Just injured him.
Yeah, stabbed him
Yeah.
with a butter knife.
See,
With his arm in a sling.
that's dumb, damn. Like, you should have thought of it, babe, before you did that, man. Like, you got, if you know you got a career all set,
Shouldn't
do dumb things like that.
eh?
uh,
I know the paper when I read in the paper in the bottom it talks about how some of these NRL players they get a big head and they think they're untouchable. That's why they think they can do these kind of things.
yeah, and get away with it.
Yeah. Like not hurt someone.
Yeah.
You can do stupid stuff. Like what's that guy that played for Cronulla, number 6, the Balangi dude that
Tokani.
drank his own piss.
Is that Kani?
Kani, yeah.
Yeah.
Kani.
Sure. I feel stink for him, eh? His boys, eh? He dogged him, man.
So he had that one good year and that was it, eh?
Yeah.
Got into trouble.
Oh, he even got Dally M too one time. See, that's dumb stuff, man.
It's these Balangis, eh? These Australian Balangis do these crazy things, man, like Brett Finch.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Here's another one. Did he get free of jail or
Yeah.
he got free?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, I couldn't believe he got free.
I used to listen to his podcast. It was funny, man. He's a crack up dude.
Yeah.
He's got a podcast. That's funny, man. He just jokes around all the time. It's just crack up. But then he got off on that child
man.
porn charge. Eh?
Shucks. I'm trying to say, I didn't know what. I was just doing it just to get the drugs. I wasn't being serious. I was just doing whatever it takes. So, damn.
You know what? I'm glad you like down there in Christchurch because I always thought it was like a racist kind of town. Have you felt any?
Oh, but yeah, I got told about that.
Yeah.
Before I left, heaps of people saying, "Bro, why you going there? They're racist as man." I was like, "Really?" Because yeah, man. Good luck. So I swear, since I've been there, everyone's sick as hell.
Yeah.
I've never been like I've never felt that
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
In any time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I did, then of course.
Yeah.
Oh, you know. But nah, never once. So, but then I talked to some other people that live there. They're like, "Yeah, man, it happened to me," and I was like, "Hey,
Hey. You're not living you're probably living in the wrong town.
Yeah.
Part of town.
yeah, man, I get it all the time." And I was like, "Shucks, I've never experienced it. Not with the people I meet. Like they're sick as man. I've made some good friends over there. So yeah." But you know, when people say that to me, I say, "Bro, racism's everywhere.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you go. It depends on who it is."
There was one guy came in the paper. He's from Christchurch. He's like a car dealer.
Yeah.
And he's on TikTok. He's got like thousands and thousands of views for his kind of like controversial ad for selling his cars. Because he's like saying, if you're poor, broke, if you drink all weekend and on dough,
You can still get a car.
you can still buy my cars. Just have to fill out this form. And
gee.
but that's how he's doing his ads, and people getting mad. You can't say that, like blah blah blah.
Why not?
And people saying he's racist, and then all I saw was, "Oh, he's from Christchurch." Oh, there you go.
Nah, Christchurch is all good, eh? It's funny because I've only been there for 4 years. And sometimes when I talk to other people, I get, "Bro, represent Quake City, baby." But really, I didn't even know what's been going on there. I wasn't even there for the Quakes. Nah, but everyone knows I'm hard out Auckland.
Uh,
We're over there.
what are the prices like? Are they cheaper than up here? Like groceries and cafes and that? Cause I can't remember how much stuff was.
I think it is. I know houses are. Houses are cheaper
definitely,
there to buy a house. That was the reason why we actually moved, was to own our own place.
Mm.
And we got our own place there now. So that was our goal.
Mm.
So that's why it was a big move for us, because it was a risk. Should we go or should we just stay here in Auckland? But yeah, we took that risk and it's all good now, eh?
I mean, it's a good risk especially if the properties are cheap, because the thing is right now is for that generational wealth to start for people. And you can't do that really unless you own your own house.
Yeah, hard.
So once you do that, as a start, that's the beginning. Because your grandkids, your kids through generations, that if they've got something their own, it's always going to be their house. Like nothing can take it away from you. And because you own your own house, you've got leverage for loans in that. So it's like simple, And especially with the whole retirement age thing. So I think there's a stat I've read where right now it's so hard for people these days that when you retire at 65, you're going to have the pension, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you're still renting, all that pension's going on your rent.
Yeah, that's right. That's why you need to buy your house.
Yeah.
Like I know some people, they're fortunate because they've owned their house. So when they retire, that money's theirs to do whatever. But then, you get those that still renting, bro, all that money's just going to that.
Yeah.
And what for? You worked your whole life to retire, but all your money is slowly creeping away.
That's right. You'll get your KiwiSaver, but that's going to last you, 10 years?
Yeah.
If that. And, you've got nothing in your pocket, It'll be a struggle. It'll be a struggle. Same with these interest rates, because you know how they're talking about interest rates
to go up,
going up. So if you're not like say interest rates go up when you retire, then you're screwed again.
Yeah.
So you actually have to finish your mortgage before you retire.
Yeah,
so
hard.
That's to maximize the pension you got there.
Yeah.
So I think for people that just rent and the future, they're probably not thinking about it because it's a long way to go. But I think you have to, You have to think about that kind of stuff.
But then you get some people who love to rent because
there's no responsibility.
There's no responsibility. You can still do whatever you like. You can move different countries because you rented. Where if you had a mortgage, you had to sell your house or what is it? Yeah, I've heard some people say there's a positive and negative of owning your own home with that. But I always thought owning your own home, the first thing was, this is my kids' home. Their kids, my grandkids, like they've always got something to come back to.
Yeah.
And no one can tell you what to do.
Yeah.
So that was the main thing for me.
Yeah, I think the key is you gotta pay it off. Like finish it, and then you can start your generational wealth journey.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I know because National have said if they get in, they're gonna raise it to 67.
The retirement age.
And see, I'm on two minds of that. See, one mind tells me
is it 65 now?
65 now. So one tells me that shit, I've got 2 more years before I retire. But then, do you really want to retire if you haven't got any money?
Yes.
You haven't got anything to back you up.
Yeah.
And your pension's gonna go.
That's true.
Go down the drain.
Yeah, you're right.
Because when you get your KiwiSaver at 65, then you gotta think about what you're gonna do with that money. Is it gonna last you?
Yeah. Unless you
buy a house,
invest in something.
Yeah.
But then some people won't.
So I really believe right now to own your own house before you retire is the key. I think it should be the goal for a lot of people.
Yeah, because that makes sense though.
Then you don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have to continue working. Now, the 67 thing, if they push up to 67, okay, you got 2 more years to think about it and save.
Yeah.
Or really try and do your last minute.
So why did they
plans.
change it? Oh, why did they say 67? Why
Well-
did they make it that?
Well, the benefits of the government because they didn't have to give pensions
Oh, right.
for another 2 years, you know, and the benefits because I think National's reason for lifting it was the reason that too many people were renting,
Yeah.
too many people won't be ready when they retire,
Right.
and a lot of people still work after retirement because they can't.
Yeah, they can't afford it. Eh?
Yeah, they can't afford the pension.
Yeah.
It's not enough, so they rather still work.
Yeah.
And then, but how long is that going to be? You know,
Mm.
so
Yeah, that's crazy. Eh? That's what some people don't think of. Eh?
mm,
Like people just think, oh, I just work, pay the rent, go to
Yeah.
work again.
yeah.
They don't see the long term goal.
The long term goal and what the future holds.
Yeah.
Because right now there's inflation. I think prices are going up
Mm.
after COVID and the war in the Ukraine, whatever. The petrol prices gone up.
Yeah.
Groceries have gone up. So, see if that's gone up now, what's going to be 10 years from now?
Yeah.
And the other problem is salaries rising with it. I don't think so.
Nah.
You know, that's the other problem too.
True. You're right.
So, kind of like a bad buzz.
Hope you win the lottery.
There's a lot of it today.
Yeah.
I'm on that automatic.
Oh yeah.
Automatic. I chose the lowest one, like the 560 one.
Yeah.
So it just rolls every
Shucks,
Wednesday and
man.
Saturday.
When I see people win the one person
Mm.
who won the 25, where was it? Oh, where? It was somewhere here in Auckland.
Mm.
They won the whole thing, eh? I was like, share it, man. At least more than one winner.
But man, it's funny because every time I check my ticket, I know there's gonna be the one. They know it's gonna.
Please. Just getting the bonus tickets.
But then what gets me excited is when I see the winner and they won it through the app.
Yes.
So I'm
yeah,
like, yeah, I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I'm not buying.
Yeah, I buy through the app too. Same.
Shit. Sweet, man. So what are your plans for the rest of the week? Because you're leaving next Monday.
Monday, yeah. I don't know. See what I know we're doing bowling.
That's right.
With the fams, yeah.
Bowling Friday.
Yeah.
Got barbecue Saturday.
Mm.
Saturday,
Yeah. And then, just chillax with everybody.
Yeah,
It's
man.
been fun, man. Seeing everyone again. Kids get older.
Yeah, I know.
See
It's-
some
you
new
know when you're gone
babies.
for a long time and you come back, that's the thing you notice. Hey,
Yeah, man.
kids growing up.
Big time. Especially seeing Chris, man. He's like almost the same height as me. I was like, aye.
Next time he's gonna have a deep voice when you come back.
And it's good to see the new babies. Is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was good.
No, they're gonna be older when you come back. When you see them next.
Yeah. That's why I want you guys to come over and see Oshi and Jada.
Yeah.
So that'll be good catch up. See you guys come down to Christchurch.
Yeah. Probably when the Blues are down there.
Hey.
Do another trip to.
How that?
Hopefully we'll win
That
this
was
time.
good, eh?
Hopefully we'll win this time.
That was hard.
Oh, the other thing I saw was Bowden Barrett. Now he wanted to make a deal with the NZR,
You say Bodie?
Bowden Barrett,
Yeah.
that he wanted to go overseas
Yeah.
and just come play for the All Blacks while he's overseas.
Is that his new deal?
Like,
Or is that what he's
that's
asking
what he
for?
asked, but NZR said no.
Yeah, because no one, I've never heard anyone do that.
Nah, I don't think they're allowed. I don't think the All Blacks are allowed to do that. They're allowed to have a sabbatical
Yeah.
and go
Yeah, what they've been doing so far.
and then come back and try for the
Yeah,
All Blacks.
because you have to play a certain amount of games for Super Rugby, eh?
I think with some of them, you have to come back and play some form of rugby in New Zealand.
Yeah.
So you can even play for a club.
Oh, and then still make the All Blacks
They consider club
as
as
a.
a game.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
True.
So I think that's what happened
Oh,
to
who
Sonny
did
Bill.
that?
I think Sonny Bill did that. when
He
he came
played for
back.
Ponsonby, yeah.
He played for a club, yeah, to try get him some game time.
Yeah.
Mm.
True.
But the recent guy was Damien McKenzie. So he went overseas. He's back now, and he went straight into the second team,
Yes. Is that
the
the...
New Zealand first 15.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. So anyway, they said no to Beauden Barrett.
Oh, that's a big ask, man.
And you know what? I was thinking, man, you better get his mind in the game, man. If you're thinking about going overseas, man, like you better play good.
He win some more games for the Blues, man. Yeah. You're just chasing the money in Japan, eh?
Nah, man. Nah, thanks for coming on the podcast, Wolves.
Nah, sicky, man.
Enjoyed it.
You guys doing awesome, man.
Yeah. Okay, brother.
Sick.
Take care.